So stroke seat is trained to look at the official with the flag. All their teammates are just trained to focus on stern pair, and we have a start.
All right, first grand final of the morning, first grand final of the NCAA championships for 2025. We're going to start to keep track of some points here because in Division III, it gets tricky. You only got 2 8s. There's no 4, and each of these boats holds a different number of points. So in descending order for the second 8s, the top boat will receive 24 points, and then every subsequent place below that will receive 2 less points. And so we'll keep track here, and won't say anything until I know officially what that tally is, but you can do the math at home. And if you do want to see official results, of course, you can go to regattatiming.com and also follow along at ncaa.com.
Much like the other races that we saw, expect to see the fastest speeds stacked toward the middle. As we take away from the start here, you can see some little bit of splashing happening. So we're trying to find ourselves here, managing the conditions themselves, managing the pressure of the race itself. In the picture there on the left and right of the previous screen were Williams and Tufts taking off early. Tufts had the fastest time. Those were your heat winners. Tufts had the fastest overall time by about a boat length of speed. Williams had the second fastest time by about another boat length of speed over the rest of the field. And so now that we have all 6 of these crews on the water together, each of them has experience being in this race, being at the national championships. Each of them has experience winning national championships at some point along the way. And so being here together, certainly expect more of a clustered field than length across.
Tufts is going to be bow number 4. They are your early leaders. Williams will be bow number 3. They are trying to hold on with this angle. We'll see what the actual margin is with the splits up there. But then also think about Bates. There's those yellow unisuit, or yellow, red. Thank you. Red unisuits and the front of the screen on the right-hand side. They are closing that gap with Williams.
Well, Tufts just really taken off there, almost with an open water lead right now over the rest of the field.
Tufts is our defending national champion. Last year was their first national championship. Coach Lily Siddall has been there for 6 seasons, but this is her second season as the head coach. So that kind of is an interesting correlation that will let you do what you will with that. But they're doing quite well out there under her direction as the head coach, having stepped up from being the assistant.
And if we remember how it went down last year, Tufts was leading until the last possible moment, and Williams snuck in. So there's a lot of history between Tufts and Williams in this event, particularly for the second 8s.
You know, Bates is another one there that has a long history at the national championships. And in their postseason, something I love that their coach, Peter Steenstra, said is that they aren't sorting out the 1V and the 2V. They're sorting out the V16.
V16.
And in that means, you know, everybody is part of each of those boats, but sorting out the V16. In the postseason, they made some lineup adjustments where an athlete from the 2V went into the 1V, from the 3V went into the 2V, really revealed themselves in the postseason, as he said when we spoke with them last night. And so expect to see maybe a little more speed out of Bates, especially if you make those later season adjustments. Every race, every row is an opportunity to find speed that you didn't have once before, more than if it's the same lineup for months and months or years and years of time. And Bates looks like they're pushing hard on Williams right now. Tufts out in front, though.
As we just saw the Tufts come into the screen, it was just that dominant bow number 4 bow marker just crossing the line. But here is a tight race. Williams is battling it out with Bates, but then also out of lane number 5 is Wesleyan. We saw them come into the screen as well. And here's a good shot of our leaders. It is Tufts dominating this second 8. 7:50 to go is coming up in a few strokes. That is that 12:50 marker. They're handling the water very well. There is little splashing going on those clean finishes, and that's what it is. You know, you have to have that united press with that power application. Really unite those 8 individual power impulses. Little bobble here and there. Don't want to jinx them, but this is where you have to really sit tall, and you got to circle before you shift out of bow, or else you might get caught or clip a puddle or a wave.
Yeah, and I'm sure that before they got out onto the water, they had the opportunity to to watch some of the other races come down the course and maybe take a little bit away from that and say, okay, this is what we have to make sure that we do. Stay calm, stay confident, maybe a little lower stroke rate. I do have them clocked at 34 strokes a minute, which is conservative. I would say not conservative, but I would think it's smart. They do have a lot of firepower in this boat. You can see the power coming off the blades. Lots of great leg drive, good technique, good body movement, and it's really working to their advantage right now. That clean rowing and great blade work is really propelling their boat as they continue to just kind of walk away from everybody out there on the course. But back behind them, good battle shaping up there between Williams and Bates, side by side.
Yeah, Williams and Bates are on the right-hand side of your screen. Bates is on the far right in the white caps, red unis, and then Williams is closest to Tufts. But then you cannot forget about the left-hand side of your screen, which is Wesleyan.
You can see Wesleyan there just seems like they made a little move just after they crossed that next 500-meter check mark because they kind of ramped up the rate just a little bit. You could see a little bit more circular action happening on the blades. But again, stay clean when you do that. You got to do both things. You got to make sure you kind of zip it up, bring it together, stack the blocks, and then you can apply that aggression toward that line. Tufts out in front, talking to the coach last night, mentioned that the growth of the program was remarkable in that Tufts crew. The willingness to work and also love that process, and that's what's showing up for them here with that mindset of being able to put in the fitness, put in the training that set them out in front. Tight race for second, third, fourth right now.
Yeah, so close. Look at this between Wesleyan, Williams, and Bates as they come charging towards the line. I mean, there are medals on the line here. Now it's just a matter of what color it's going to be, silver or bronze. But right now the Jumbos have it wrapped up for a gold medal here. Open water, win for them. Look at this 3 bow balls straight across. Wesleyan looks like they have it wrapped up for that second place.
Yes,
Wesleyan, Williams, and then Bates. Woo!
What a fantastic.
Nicely rowed, Wesleyan. We were just chatting about, Bates and Williams because we couldn't see Wesleyan in the screen and they just kept working. Ithaca just crossed the line in that 6th position, but momentum building into the last 300. I saw Wesleyan clip a couple waves going into the last 500, but it did not slow them down. They just put the hammer down.